This is Chuck Rapp with Multiply, a podcast to provide a word of encouragement for village church planters. In my previous message, I shared one of VCP Supervisor Peter Baraka's leadership values regarding being a willing listener. Good leaders listen well in order to understand others' thoughts and opinions. I closed that message by saying, good leaders listen well to understand others' perspectives. Having done so, they move forward to make decisions and provide direction. As they do, godly leaders are not afraid of criticism. This is another of Peter's leadership values. I recall that over 40 years ago, a young pastor friend of mine passed along to me some excellent advice that he had received as he was beginning ministry. He told me, "Whenever I receive any praise or any criticism, I hold on to it briefly in order to determine its validity and any appropriate response that I need to take. Then, having done that, I give both praise and criticism to the Lord. In this way, if it's praise, this keeps me from becoming prideful. If it's criticism, this keeps me from becoming depressed and defensive." That's some excellent advice, and I offer it to you, my friends. The Apostle Paul had some helpful words on this subject. What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also, along with him, graciously give us all things? Who will bring any charge against those whom God has chosen? It is God who justifies. That's Romans 8:31 through 34. As Christ followers, we can be assured of our security in him and our acceptance in him, Ephesians 1:6. Furthermore, 2 Corinthians 3:5 reminds us that we are not competent in ourselves to claim anything for ourselves, but our competence comes from God. Because it's God who justifies us, because we are secure in Christ, and because our competence and abilities come from him, then I would suggest that our proper response is to seek to obey, serve, and please an audience of one. In other words, we can live and work with the mindset and the motivation that we are seeking to please God and not men. With this attitude, we need to honestly and prayerfully evaluate criticism to determine if we need to make corrections. Then, having done so, we release that criticism to the Lord and we move forward. This has been a word of encouragement for village church planters.